So Main Stage Wrestling, which took place at Parnell's GAA club just down the road from us here in Coolock, and it was an awesome show. Like, you know, we've been raving about it for a few weeks now, but yeah, like, it was an awesome show, a very good turnout as well. It was more or less all the seats were filled for it as well, so
seats were filled and they had to bring in more.
Yeah, that's it.
They got a huge crowd in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, which is great news for them, and the fact that they're coming back as well.
Yeah, they've announced
they're coming back in August.
Yeah,
and I think it's great news for them.
Absolutely. Like, a lot of the guys, there's a few guys from Near FM who came down from the show as well. Like, our receptionist Neve came down to check it out, and it was funny. She was talking to me about it, and she was like, at first I was like, she's like the typical person who isn't sure about wrestling, like, oh, I don't know if it's real or not, like, you know. And the first match, she was so flinchy from the slams that were taken in the ring that were like, oh my god, I'll never criticize it again. So and there's a friend laughing at her the whole time, so it was really funny. But anyway, the matches itself, Scotty Davis took on the Fabulous Nikki. Like, that was a very good match. Like, again, like, it's an interesting match. Like, Scotty, we love seeing him because he's like one of the biggest prospects now from Main Stage Wrestling. Now, when he had a very good match against Fabulous Nikki, it was Fabulous Nikki who got the pinfall in the end, I think it was, wasn't it? So
no,
was it
Scotty Davis.
Oh, Scotty won the match?
Yeah, I'm almost certain Scotty. Yeah,
I'm just trying to remember all the
results. Scotty won. He did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
It was an awesome match all the same. Great interaction from the crowd, like, especially "You're not gorgeous" chants and stuff like that. So I might have started.
I think you did. Yeah. It was so difficult to. It was difficult for you to try and think of chants that were PG.
No, but here's the thing. Remember that child who was at the other side of the ring, who was literally screaming to the top of her lungs.
Yeah,
that was. I think it's one of Angus's.
I think that was one of Angus's kids.
Yeah, I don't know if it was his kids or if his or whatever. Like,
it was definitely around there with him.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but like, I was just thinking, okay, let's try, and here's all of us trying to think, what chants can we say? What chants can we not say? So I think, but after a while, I think nobody cared too much. I think so. Callum Black took on Tucker, like, and with Logan Bryce at ringside, and it led on to the match later on then between Logan Bryce and Rocky Mac for the title.
Yeah.
It was great to see Tucker. I've been dying to see Tucker live for a while now, like, you know, because as I said, like, he's making such a name for himself now in Pro Wrestling Ulster and obviously WWE, like in the UK where he wrestled Jordan in Dublin and Belfast as well. So awesome match between them. Callum Black, he's a good heel actually. Like, he interacts very well with the crowds, doesn't he? So
Logan was. I find it funny that there was so many times I think Logan thought he was at OTT because he was saying some stuff you just couldn't say at a PG show.
Yeah,
he was just saying a couple of things that just went over, and you knew, and then the crowd actually knew, and they were just going, "Yeah." I think it was a collective. Oh, should have said that. But fantastic matches all around. I think there was some personally that I couldn't get into, but I think that was nothing to do with the wrestlers. I think maybe just, I don't know, just couldn't get into them. Don't know why. Maybe because I just haven't seen enough of them.
Yeah, like, the more you see them, the more you get into them. Like, you know, try and accept their characters more. So, Will Batson, Gunter Isaac, and Danny Butler took Angel Cruz and his surprise tag team partners, Team Tropicana. This is probably my favourite match.
Here's a question.
Right.
Which was a better tag team for Angel Cruz? Be Cool and Tyler Bate, or the Tropicana boys?
That's a good question, actually. That's a very good question.
Yeah.
Out of results, you'd go Team Tropicana because he won this match. Like, with although it's a different type of opponent. No disrespect to Will Basson, Gunter Isaac, and Danny Butler, but that's a good question because I enjoyed both matches very much. I think this was probably my favourite match from that show. Like, you know, like,
just because of the Tropicana boys, how they just talked throughout the whole match.
Oh, it was actually, they were so funny, like, throughout that match. Like, they were actually very entertaining, like, you know, and God, they pushed it so much as well, like, with the type of characters they are.
Some of the stuff they were saying, like, he was in a headlock, he was like, "Don't tap out, I wasn't going to."
Just stuff like that, like, I love.
"Are you okay? Are you hurt?" "Yes."
"Yes, I'm okay."
There was a bit of an awkward moment where one of the guys got a bloody nose and it looked pretty bad.
That's actually good though, considering well obviously it's bad that they get the injury, but like, it sells the match in a sense, I suppose, especially considering the physicality of Batson, Isaac, and Butler, who are all these physically dominating guys. Like, you know, I was really impressed by Isaac in particular, like, you know, like he can use his presence very well, like, you know, like he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Will Basson, very good technique from him at times as well, and of course Danny Butler. So great showing from them all. LJ Cleary against Nathan Martin versus Damien Carney.
Darren Carney.
Darren Carney, excuse me. The Cleary cartel. Interesting. I like. It's kind of interesting. Although I don't think he appreciates Welcome to Coolock.
Yeah, I give them about 5 for the inventiveness of Coolock.
I wouldn't have thought that, to be fair. So
really,
would you
seriously?
Would you have before they said it?
Yeah, I've said it before.
All right.
You never thought of that before.
Probably would have if I thought about it, but you know, I can be quick in certain situations, and that's not one of them. Let's put it that way. Anyway, so yeah, it was a very good match. Again, we talked about how good Martin and Kearney are, considering they're debuting. They're only having their first matches as well.
Yeah,
Cleary's is very experienced because he's obviously Irish junior heavyweight champion. But it was a really good match, like, you know. So, like, the way, especially the guys on the outside were trying to interfere and do well. In the end, Nathan Martin won the end. Like, again, fantastic wrestling and technique from all three of them as well. So so excellent match there. Now, this is the match we'll probably talk about for one particular reason, and it's the entrance. Amy Alonzi and the Wildcats against Valkyrie and Rough Stuff. And we mention the entrance because, as anyone would have seen there, when CT Flexor got up on the top rope, Shawn Michaels style, by climbing up, by grabbing the top rope and going backwards, his foot hit off one of the lampshades on the top and broke. How he didn't hurt someone, I don't know, but it was
it landed right in front of someone. Lucky, if it did crack into like a million pieces, we would have been in a lot of trouble. It's
not even that. Imagine if it was glass. That's what was so dangerous about it. Like, you know, so if it's plastic, fair enough. But like, that's the fear. Like, and the shock of the people in front of us, like, oh god, it was like such a shock. And then afterwards, he couldn't help but laugh at it. Like, you know. So, but anyway, let's talk about the match.
I laughed my head off. I tried to get a Botchamania chant going, but not many were going into it. Yeah. If that was an OTT crowd, then it might have happened.
Oh my god. In the end, so Valkyrie and Rough Stuff won the match against Alonzi and the Wildcats. Very good match, actually. Like, great showing from them all. I think one of the Wildcats is one of the guys from Team Peter and Rick, I think, as well.
Might have been, and I think the other one is Mark and
Connor Andrews. So and then again, great showing from them all, as I said. Like, Rough Stuff, as we talked about, are doing very well in CCW. They're also the main stage wrestling tag team champions. So great showing from them all there. Ricky Rose against Frankie.
That was the title, was it?
What?
That was their title. They're the main stage tag team champions.
Yes.
Because they made no mention of that. I thought you thought they would have.
I get the impression that, like, because the Wildcats were tag team champions before main stage wrestling, and I think Rough Stuff beat them for it, like, before, like, or there was some match where they at the last main stage wrestling show they beat them for the titles, I think, or something like that. Anyway, Ricky Rose against Frankie. Now, they were tagging against each other at OTT Contenders. Now they're against each other. Yeah. Ricky Rose playing the face this time, setting the bangers off to the crowds with the
it's a good part. It's a good little bit of the entrance.
I'm liking that. Frankie is actually a very good wrestler. Like, he is actually. Congratulations to him. He's actually getting a match now in PW's All Fired Up next weekend. So congratulations to him. And it was a good match. Frankie, I think, won in the end at the match. But again, great showing from them both. Like, they're both top prospects from them, so best of luck there. Yeah. And the main event, Rocky Mack defended his title against Logan Bryce. A very good physical match, actually.
On his birthday as well.
On his birthday, yeah. After the match, he was given a birthday cake by all the backstage crew and wrestlers. Rocky Mack won the match in the end to retain his title. So, and as they mentioned at the end of the show, that main stage wrestling will be back in Coolock now on in the end of August.
August 27th.
August 27th. So yeah, again, anyone from North Dublin or particularly Coolock or around us, we do encourage you to check these shows out, because not only are you getting good wrestling, but it's some of the best wrestling, wrestling from the best young wrestlers in the country. Like we've seen that from OTT Contenders. Of course, OTT has some of the best general indie wrestlers coming in, but this is the best that we have to offer. So I highly urge you all to check it out. The tickets are not expensive at all.
It's only €10. It's a tenner. It's a great family show. I think it was like 3 hours worth. You got 8 matches in total.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was great.
Absolutely.